Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to yet another interesting episode. Today I want to discuss with you the steps to successfully study abroad as an international student. Yes, a step-by-step guide because from many videos I have done, I have asked my subscribers to let me know in the comment sections of those videos what they would want me to discuss in my next video. And a lot of people have asked for this. And also, I made a video on my Facebook page not too long ago where I discussed visitor visa, work visa, and student visa. And after those videos, people started reaching out to me. That was when I realized that people who wanted to travel abroad to go and work after their studies were actually not on the right path. Yes, I discovered that. Because for you to be able to work after your studies, especially in Canada, you have to first of all be admitted to a DLI school. And also, you have to be enrolled into a program in that DLI. You have to be enrolled into a program that has a postgraduate work permit eligibility, so that after your studies, you can be able to work in Canada. So this video is for everybody that wants to go and school abroad, but I will be using Canada as a case study in many aspects of this video. Now, if you are just coming across my channel for the very first time, my name is Noxacomedy. Many of my fans call me Noxa with the remedy because I have been able to remedy many situations for free. I don't ask for money. And they also call me Noxa from the source because being here in America, I realized that many of our people in Africa and in other places all over the world don't have the information that I have. So it's the reason why I have decided to be bringing this information to you guys undiluted for free. So here, the way I may be saying things here may not be pleasing to your ears. I'm really, really sorry. That's because I can't make something so sweet when they are not really sweet. So I am here to tell you the good side, the bad side, and the ugly side. This is what will place you on the right pedestal of success. So I cannot just come here and say, oh, this is good, this is good, this is good. No, I give you from both sides. So now, what are the steps to successfully study abroad? But these things to look out for can vary depending on this person who wants to go and study abroad. For example, there are people who want to go and study abroad. Their goal is not to work after they finish their studies. So if your goal is not to work after you finish your study, you might not really care if the program you are enrolled in doesn't lead to postgraduate work permit. But if going abroad to go and work after your studies is your goal, now you have to be careful. You have to be cautious. You have to be selective, because people have made this mistake. I just realized a lot of people have made this mistake. There is somebody right now who is currently in Canada, paid 12,000 Canadian dollars a year as tuition fee in a school, in a DLI, but currently he is studying a program. He's enrolled into a program that doesn't have postgraduate work permit eligibility. That is to say, this guy initially, his goal was to work in Canada after he finished his studies. But currently, that goal will not be achieved unless he will have to switch to another school. So if this guy finish his study from this school, it's either he come back to his country or he goes to another school. You see, that can be wasted funds. Believe me, from my own perspective, that's how I see it. So now, the first step, understanding the requirements. Now, it varies from country to country. Now, let me use Canada as a case study in this number one, in this first step. If you want to go and study in place like maybe France, UK, IELTS is needed. Many schools will require you to write IELTS. That is the English proficiency exam. So if you don't want to write IELTS and you go to be looking for admission from a country that requires you to write IELTS, there will be problem. So you have to understand what is required for me to study in this country. What are the requirements that is needed for me to study in this school? You have to know this first. After that number one, the number two will now be choosing your course and institution. Like I said, if working after your study is your goal, first of all, you need to seek admission from a designated learning institution, that is a DLI. And that is not just enough. You have to make sure that the course you want to go and study in that school has a postgraduate work permit eligibility. Because if it doesn't have the eligibility, you cannot work after you finish your study. But if it has it, you can. So please take note. This is very, very important. Because now we have hundreds of people, based on people that have reached out to me. A lot of people are currently in Canada going to school and studying programs that cannot give them postgraduate work permit, whereas that was their goal. So it's either they go back to their country or they switch to another school. So after number two, so the next one will be depending on the country you are going to. If IELTS is required, you have to research, because in the place like UK, you will need IELTS before you can successfully study in UK. So check the country you are going, check the requirements. So the next one will be apply to universities. Now, under this application, it is very, very important before you do this fourth one. You have to first of all know how much you have. You have to first of all know your budget. It is not every school you will be applying to. And one of the mistakes that many people have made is that they will be taking that 20 hours a week that will be given to them to work in Canada while they are schooling will be enough for them to pay tuition. It is not as easy as you are looking at it from outside. I am telling you, people who went with this mindset, they are finding it difficult. So you have to sit down, take a paper, take a pen, plan, because these schools, they varies. These schools, their prices varies. You have $12,000 a year for tuition schools. You have 20,000 Canadian dollars. You have 15. You have 8K a year. So when you start applying, this is one of the things you will first of all settle down to write. Check your budget. Once you check your budget, you will now know the tuition that is suitable for you. That is how you will know the schools to apply to. After considering the number one, number two, and number three steps that I have mentioned in this video. So after that, when your application is successful, you will be sent an acceptance letter. The importance of that acceptance letter can never be overemphasized, because without that acceptance letter, you cannot apply for visa. Without acceptance letter, you cannot get study permit. Yes. So when you get that acceptance letter, you add other required documents depending on the country you are going to school, you are going for your studies, you apply for your visa. And when you apply for visa, if everything goes well, you will be given a study permit. And that study permit is usually given when you enter Canada. So when you get this visa, the next thing for you to do is to travel on time. When I say travel on time, I am not telling you you have to go 3-4 months before your school starts. That's not what I'm saying. Because there was an instance where somebody went to Canada. That person was there about like 3 months or so before their studies, before the commencement of their studies. And she was asked at the point of entry, why coming to Canada so early if your school is starting in 3 months or 4 months or so? And she replied, I came here early so that I can start working before school starts. That was how she was deported. Because the study permit rule, you cannot work with a as a student in Canada until your school starts. So don't forget this. So I'm not telling you, oh, you have to go a day to know. But if you are going early, you need to give a reason to the officers, to the border officers, to the immigration officers there at the airport why you are coming early. So that is all about that. So, and also you have to ask the school how quick or how early or how soon do you have to come before your school starts? Because every school, they have their policy regarding this, so that you don't get left out. Because there are some times when you go late, the school will just defer your admission to the next admission cycle. And you don't want that. You have paid for a flight ticket, you have boarded, you have landed. You understand? Maybe somebody has even looked for a house for you. Maybe somebody has even searched and paid for a house for you. So what do you now do? So these are the steps you can take to successfully study abroad in any country. But I used Canada majorly as a case study in this video. So please give this video a big thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend this video to other people as well. And if there is something you want me to make a video on, please just drop it in the comment section of this video and I will get back to it. So please subscribe to my channel, and thank you very much. We just hit 12K, 12,000 subscribers. My respect to you. I appreciate you guys. I am here for you. I will keep serving you with the best of content when it concerns immigration. You understand? So whatever you want me to do a video on, please drop it in the comment section. Until I see you in my next video. Respect. Always keep winning.